And thus, we are back on the proverbial wagon, or the horse in this case. Welcome back to episode 23. Having completed a project at my real-life job that actually pays the bills, that consumed my entire week, and we had to skip the Thursday episode, I am now ready.
Who goes there? It's Arthur. Good to see you back.
I am now ready to tell Linde who I am, despite walking in broad daylight, with no obscurities whatsoever. What I was going to say is I am now ready to resume the series. The only problem is, I have no idea what today's episode is going to entail. Last episode, in the event you were not able to catch it, we basically concluded the Dutch and Bronte storyline, which involved doing a robbery at the trolley station, which Bronte tipped us off on. There was a massive shootout in the city of Saint Denis. Multiple police officers were killed. So we're not making any friends in that town. Following that mission, Dutch was super angry about being set up by Mr. Bronte about the whole trolley station robbery. So we met up with a master boatman in the swamps of Saint Denis and secured a boat. I did not expect Arthur to go into the fountain there. Anyway, secured a boat for a nighttime visit to Mr. Bronte's property. And in the following mission, we killed Mr. Bronte in what could only be considered a power move. Which means in this episode, realistically, I don't think it makes a ton of sense to go back into the city, even though out of the corner of my eye, it looks like on, mini maps, when I've had the mini map pulled up, it does look like that's where the next mission is. So it's going to be a matter of, do I want to go into the city and risk it? But realistically, I don't know that it makes that big of a difference. If I wait a couple days before I go back into the city, does that cut down on the amount of Saint Denis police officers that would be gunning for me? I don't know. What I thought we could do, at least to start today's episode, is maybe check up with Pearson to see if there's any additional satchels that make sense for me to craft. Maybe get some crafting materials for those. Do a little testing on the M1899s, which, I'm in camp, so I can't get those out currently. But if you remember a few episodes back, I bought those pistols. Haven't really got a chance to use them much in combat yet, so might be good to break those in. I might like them better than the Schofields. We shall see. The other thing about going into the city this early is there's nothing, I like to do these interactions organically, and there's nothing really organically pushing me towards Saint Denis at this point. Maybe some of the folks around camp would have something to say.
Was a quick trip. Morning. So, no more Kieran.
No. I was just starting to like him, too.
I know.
No more Bronte either, boys. Chin up. It's not all gloom and doom.
My lady.
And if you're joining us tonight, or if you're catching this episode in the future, I did want to say welcome. And I noticed I picked up a few new subscribers recently, and in my absent-mindedness, I have not said welcome and thank you for subscribing. I'm glad you're here in my tiny corner of the internet. Let's see what Mr. Pearson's got for me today.
This camp could do with a few improvements. Why don't you take a look at my ideas?
So we got tonics earlier. We've got ingredients, kit, provisions. I think provisions would be the thing to go. Well, hold on. From store-bought to cooked meals. So that's everything.
For one of a kind, Mr. Morgan.
Yeah, but for that I would need perfect deer pelt, perfect bison pelt, perfect raccoon pelt. The raccoon pelt, that would be annoying. I feel like I could get the deer and the bison easily enough. But yeah, that raccoon, that's going to be a thorn in the side. But if it lets me carry more big game meat, that might be worth it. I don't even know if I've seen a raccoon on this playthrough. Where would I even go to get one?
I won't be able to make that for you without more materials.
Oh, that's all right. I know where to get the deer and the bison. Maybe let's try that.
Some good materials.
And then if I happen to come across a raccoon, maybe I'll get lucky.
Morning, Arthur.
Hey, Javier.
The leaves blowing around. It almost feels like calm before the storm.
Okay, my girl. You done good, girl.
Because if we had not yet unleashed a storm upon us, we definitely did by taking out Bronte. Guy practically ran the town of Saint Denis.
Okay then.
Never mind. It's gonna go loot that building. Somebody's guarding it though. Are they gonna chase me? Yeah, it doesn't seem worth it. Most of the time, I feel like that building is unguarded, so I could pretty easily slip in. Two-star, not what I need. What's this? That's also a 2-star.
Slow it up.
That one's perfect. If he's got any sense, he'll run into Rhodes because he knows I'm avoiding the place. Let's see if that's the 2. Is that the... Yep, that's the 3. What? Come on. Barely made any noise there, and he still darted on me. Mr. Pearson won't mind if we bring him a turkey, I know. I don't know where the heck the deer ran off to, probably into the woods. Looks like there's a stranger mission nearby. I'm assuming this is the 2 escaped prisoners. Which I did that mission when I played through the game casually about 3 years ago.
You're leaving me, huh? Sure. Yeah, well, leave this then.
Yeah.
That house where we got Tilly back. Looks like somebody's moved back in based on the smoke coming out of the chimney.
Easy.
Oh, it's the drunk guy that wants me to watch his stuff. Oh, gosh.
Damn.
I remember when I was playing this game the first time, I actually waited on that guy, and I waited probably for a solid 10, 15 minutes. The guy never came back. But basically, he comes up to me and he's like, hey, my wagon, my horse died, my wagon got destroyed. Can you sit here and watch my stuff while I go get a replacement wagon? He never comes back. So, he's not going to sucker me twice. You know what? I gave this an honest effort in the woods down here. Let me get up to the plains.
Yep.
In New Hanover, it's going to be a lot easier to see. It's not as many trees and stuff they can hide behind. Unless... Nope, 1 star.
I don't need no new friends on the road. Get lost.
Yeah.
Plus, while we're up here, maybe we can pick off a perfect bison as well. My question that I'm mulling over currently is, what sort of weapon is required to get a perfect bison kill? And do I have it? Because if I was to guess, my bow and arrow is not going to do anything to a bison. I saw an elk take one to the face, if you remember that particular episode, for longtime viewers, so I have all the faith in the world a bison can take an arrow to the face and keep on ticking.
Yeah. There we go. Slow up now. Yeah.
Doesn't seem like there's any bounty hunters roaming the plains right now. That's a plus. I see the homesteaders still hanging out down there. I don't know how well you guys can see that. That guy's already shot at me once before on this run, so I suppose I will leave him be.
Easy now.
That's what I need right there. Not bad. Deadeye's still a wonderful thing. Did I secure the perfect kill? Oh, yes, I did.
Just wait a second, girl. Let's go, girl.
Maybe the rifle would get that bison. I don't know. If I could find one, I'll study it before it. Maybe it'll tell me.
I'm doing just fine out here. How about you leave me be? Yep.
Seems like the bison normally hang out east of the oil fields, or maybe even a little bit south of them. Is that them over there? I believe it is. Yeah, let's post up on this hillside for a second,
Whoa, easy.
so as not to spook them. Yeah, rifle for clean kill. Okay. Can I drop that one with a rolling block? Kill confirmed. Reload, you moron. Don't kick. Oh, never mind. Oh, it's always so strange. Try to reload the weapon and he winds up kicking because you got one button that does the same thing.
Easy. Whoa. Yeah, it won't take long, girl.
Let's head back to camp.
Yeah.
And I know I still need the perfect raccoon pelt to get that satchel, but offhand, I don't know where to hunt for one of those.
I'm just fine without your company, and that don't mean it's okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what an interesting stat would be, to me anyway, is if I was to look back on this run, what percentage of time did I spend riding the horse? Because sometimes it feels like it's upwards of 90. But that's part of it. It's a beautiful game. Might as well enjoy the scenery. And I'm trying to do it without fast traveling, so I don't mind the horse riding.
I'll sleep well tonight.
One thing I did notice is Arthur has stopped singing to himself, because in the early chapters, like chapter 1 and chapter 2, sometimes he would sing or hum little tunes to himself while he rode around, but he has not done that in quite some time. So it could be that the gravity of the situation is getting to him a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, Pleasant's up ahead. This is as good a time as any to stop and loot this place. I can't remember if there's anything valuable here or not, but let's take a look.
Okay, girl.
Go ahead and pick up Arthur's drawing for it. Here's that empty town I found. Yeah, no kidding. Place a ghost town. This is what I was talking about in the last episode, where I was talking about how some of the doors on the buildings here have some verbiage written on them that would indicate some sort of disease went around the place. Stay out, plague. So naturally, I'm going to walk up to it and try to open the door.
Okay then, girl.
Yeah, sadly, at this point, it feels more like an Easter egg to the Undead Nightmare DLC the first one got, as opposed to a hint at future content, because I think Rockstar's pretty much given up on this game entirely. But who knows? Time will tell. At this point, it's been out 3 years. You'd think if they were going to do something big like that, they would have already done it.
Hey there, girl.
If there's anything here, I'd be willing to bet it's in that building over there with a collapsed tree on top of it, but let's check this last building over here to be sure. You know, maybe I don't want to know what's inside. There have been some very normal buildings that I've come across on this playthrough and playing the game in general with absolutely gruesome sights on the inside. So, I mean, the outside of these buildings is telling me that the inside's gruesome. So maybe I don't want to know what's inside. Cigarette card. I was holding out for cash, but no such luck. Okay, ginseng elixir, that does something. I want to say that's health points, though. Which doesn't help me because my health's already as high as it's going to get on this run.
Girl.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a little bit turned around here. Let me go back here because I know there's a road sign this way. And now Arthur starts humming to himself. It's like old times. Yeah, okay. Saint Denis and Rhodes, that's what I thought.
partner.
I've done this multiple times. I always wind up back at the same bridge. I'm going to go out and go the way I know how to go, because I'm going to get turned around in that swamp and all this fog.
Please, friend. You gotta help me out here. Come on, please.
Yeah.
You're wasting time I don't have. Thanks for nothing.
Who are you? Arthur, you dumbass.
Good to see you back, Arthur.
Oh, Arthur expressing what we're all thinking.
Okay there.
What's your problem? We can't support a drunk, miss. Oh, go scratch your sores, you old bag.
Morgan.
Excuse me? You heard. Drunk or sober? You watch your mouth.
This is a decent pelt.
Well,
All right,
Many
now
thanks, Mr. Morgan.
let's double check, make sure that suffices what he needs
Good
here.
job, Mr. Morgan.
Crafting
Mr. Morgan,
upgrades.
I've jotted down a few things that I think could be nice additions around here.
Yep, okay.
good sense.
So, if I stumble across a perfect raccoon, I'll try to kill it.
You won't find something like this anywhere else. I reckon I'm gonna think about it.
Hello, Arthur.
See if these guys have anything interesting to say.
So, Bronte's dealt with.
I heard. I still think it was the wrong move.
Maybe. Dutch went pretty crazy on him.
Hey, Uncle. Mr. Williamson.
Okay, I'll catch you later then.
See you later.
It's like, I know Hosea and Abigail have been planning that bank heist,
Hello, Mr. Morgan.
which to me would be the next logical step,
Hey.
but I know, like, that mission's not even available yet, so kind of in a lull right now.
Hey there, Arthur.
Linde! Bad ambition will see you far.
Thanks, Arthur.
Just keep a calm head on your shoulders.
Sure, Arthur.
You regretting falling in with us yet? Didn't figure we'd be on the run like this.
I've been on the run for a long time before this.
Hey there.
Yes?
Well, aren't you in a foul mood?
Managing to keep everyone in line?
I'm doing my best.
Bite my head off next time. What is that on the tree? Looks like a mushroom or flower or something sticking up off of it. Is that collectible? Ghost Orchid. Yep. Pretty sure that's one of the things. There's a guy in Saint Denis who gives you a quest to go after all sorts of plants and flowers and things like that. And it's one of the things you have to do to get 100%. One of the things I could never imagine tracking all of them down without some sort of guide or a map. That'd be absolutely insane.
Mr. Swanson.
Ah, Mr. Morgan.
What are you doing, Miss Jones? I'm having a baby, Miss.
I haven't seen Dutch around here anywhere. I wonder if he's inside somewhere.
You're quiet.
There he is.
What are we still doing down here? Thought we was heading west. We live free. You know that. I don't need no noble savages speech again.
And have you forgotten that we came down here to get your son back? I look after my own.
Just seems like something's changed.
You've changed. Don't forget who you are, John.
Good evening, Arthur.
It'll be okay, Molly.
Okay? How is any of this okay? Kieran and Sean are dead. Dutch is hardly speaking to me.
I don't know what to tell you.
I wonder what Dutch has to say after our escapades in the last episode. Well, I don't know where he went, but he's disappeared.
You good, Abigail?
Evening.
Is the boy behaving himself?
For the most part.
Okay, I'll leave you two to it then.
Yeah, goodbye.
There's really no leads at all anywhere in camp about like what the next mission entails. Because like I said at the outset, I've seen there's a little icon. It looks like it's in the city on my minimap, but I can't remember like what that mission's about. Or, like how would I need to prep for it. So I'm trying to find out any information I can. I know we talk about Rockstar creating these great story-driven experiences, but at this point, it seems like there's no way to figure out what that story is without looking at, like, the minimap or any of the other tools they give you.
Have a nice evening.
Hi.
You know, I'm sorry about Jenny.
Sure.
Okay.
Me too.
I know you were sweet on her.
Was it that obvious?
Oh yeah, pretty obvious.
I made sure we buried her carefully. I rolled back and planted some flowers she would have liked.
Did you?
Of course. Least I could do.
Thank you.
When I go, I hope they cover my grave with roses.
When I die, I just want to be buried with friends.
Me too. With friends or with family. I don't think it matters more than that.
What about you, Arthur?
Me? I don't care about that nonsense.
Come on.
Face me to the west so I can watch the setting sun and remember all the fine times we had that way.
See, Tilly? I told you Arthur had a soul.
Couldn't possibly be foreshadowing. Nope, no way. Impossible. Kind of glad we got that conversation. It's I don't know if you'd call it an Easter egg, but it's a nice moment. And I thought you could only get it in chapter 2, so I thought I'd already passed it, but apparently not.
And do the other thing. We promise you the world while they rob the bread off your plate. Listen, I know Dutch's been a little erratic recently. I know what went on in Blackwater, well, none of us is pretending that was something nice. But I guess, the way I see it, we're still here. And he's still right. I mean, look, you're all free to think what you want to think, but for me, I still believe in him. Because, well, he did what he did. But he did it for love. For all of us. Yes, I feel bad. They didn't deserve that, but listen, I just think, and I've been thinking about this a lot, I just think Dutch loves us. And being loved, well, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna make it.
Respectfully disagree. Dutch loves us. That's why he let me get captured by the O'Driscolls and didn't even attempt to come rescue me. Oh well. Let's go ahead and advance the day. I've been trying to, like I said, wander around camp and see if I can get any leads or info on the next mission, what that should be. And plus, Dutch is starting his awful racket that he calls music, so perfect time to dip out for the night. Take an opportunity to say, if you're new around here, welcome. I'm trying to do this without the mini-map, if at all possible. And that's the reason the HUD and everything is very minimalistic at this point, so... As far as tomorrow, I think what I'll do is maybe ride out a little bit of ways from camp, maybe fire off a few rounds with the M1899, get a feel for how quickly those can fire. I may wind up replacing the Schofield with those. Because I've been rolling with dueling Schofields for most of this run. Plus those M1899s were actually added after the first time I beat the story, so I've never actually used them extensively. I think what I will do when I wake up is go ahead and put the Mauser into the weapon locker, because I always feel like with the Mauser I wind up wasting ammo, which is not what I'm trying to do. Since it's full auto, let's see here, weapon locker. How is his music still playing? It is morning. He's been playing that crap all night. Probably a good sign that it's time for me to get the heck out of camp, because if people weren't already irritable, which they were, they're definitely irritable after that's been playing all night.
I'm surviving. That's what I like to hear.
Morning, Arthur.
Yes.
At least Susan's in a better mood. She tried to bite my head off last time I talked to her. Basically, if Susan's happy, the rest of the camp is much happier. Maybe a good test place for this would be that fortress over there by the battlefield.
Come on, girl.
Let's see if it's guarded. Because I thought most of the time they left it unguarded, but then I passed it earlier in this episode and they had a couple of dudes standing out there. Yeah, definitely still guarded. What are they guarding, and is it worth it? Decisions. I mean, realistically, Arthur's not going to want those people that close to camp, right?
Yep.
What is that?
Okay, if there ain't no convoy coming through. All right, go for it.
So basically what I'm learning is there's a ton of raiders out here in this field.
Whoa. That's fine. We got some work to do. We're gonna make you a killer, boy. Let me try another one. Ain't no one coming down the
No, I don't like it. I'm backing out. Trusting my gut. If it was only the guys in the fort, then yeah, maybe. But I don't want to get, like, have them coming at me from both sides. It's not a necessary fight. I don't see the point in risking it. If there was a way to bring, like, gang members back to the field with me, that would be interesting. Wonder if they would ever add a feature like that if they do another Red Dead. The ability to, like, convince gang members to go on robberies with you as opposed to, or not robberies, but like missions, you know what I mean? Basically convince gang members to do stuff outside of the scripted missions. I think that would be pretty cool. So maybe what I'll do is take a look around this building. A, see if there's anything to loot. B, maybe use this as a impromptu firing range. There's really nothing. I don't see any way to get up to the second story either. Unless this is something. Hold on. Valerian root. Alright. Knew there had to be a reason for that. Deadeye experience. Perfect. Okay. Decent amount of damage output there, and it's a clip reload. That's nice. How many bullets does this chamber? Get one out. Eight. Okay. Go back onto the horse, do a little comparison maybe between that and the Schofield. Basically, it looks like damage is a little bit less. But have I upgraded the M1899s? I'm pretty sure I did. Pretty sure I did when I bought them. Range is pretty similar. Fire rate, obviously, 1899 is going to take it. Reload, 1899 is going to take that as well. Accuracy. Yeah, the fact that there's some like dark gray bar at the end of that accuracy bar on the M1899s leads me to think maybe I didn't upgrade it, but I'm almost positive I did. Maybe what I'll do is ride to the gunsmith in town. It'll be an excuse to go into the city here and see what's shaking in the sprawling metropolis of Saint Denis. Hit up the gunsmith and make sure I've got those upgraded all the way.
What cargo you bringing through here? Easy there. Yeah. I'm trying to get these supplies to the federal building.
Let's see. I believe we can find a better way into the city. Let's go a little bit north.
We'll be taking them goods for the citizens of Lemoyne.
You fellas are crazier than you look.
Crazy? Paying tax to land grubbers up north.
These nut jobs think the Civil War never ended. Alright, so I've been avoiding the city since the shootout. I honestly can't remember if they put like a wanted dead or alive barrier around the city after that one mission where you robbed the trolley station with Dutch and Lenny. If they do, this is going to be a real quick trip, because I'm going to turn around and run as fast as I can.
Is there some problem here?
Hello, how are you today?
Well, there's a cop. He didn't seem to care, so I guess I'm in the clear.
Morning to you, Pop.
It's time to be saved. It's time to be safe. You, one of you, please, take a pamphlet.
God bless America. Everybody's pushing something. I remember the gunsmith is around here somewhere. I go up here a few blocks and then take a left.
Good morning to you, sir. Mr. Roscoe was sweating the game, came as broke as a belly up person.
Are you well?
Been better.
I want to say it's either this street or the next one.
I've been in tougher places.
Read one of my pamphlets. I explain the exact difference between the races using real science. Yeah.
Giddy up!
Yeah.
Should be it right here.
Morning.
Perfect. Almost made riding around the city that one time for 10 to 20 minutes worth it. So now I remember where it is.
Come in. Do you need any assistance? I can see you look after your firearm. I have some better quality components if you're looking for the best.
Yeah, okay, long barrel's equipped. That means I did everything, because I wouldn't have left it with only one thing done. I'll double check to make sure though, so yep, good on that one.
Glad to see you're taking care of it. So many people don't. Would you be interested in me changing some of the parts at all?
I am good to go, compadre. Thank you for your assistance.
Thanks, partner. Okay, my girl.
Buenos días, señor.
Listen told me young Franklin died under the darkness of night.
Es lo que oí.
Alright, they're going to make me do something I don't want to do, which is look at the map to figure out where this next mission is, because I can't think of anything else to do. Mentioned the gang might be able to help Evelyn Miller with robbing officials in Saint Denis. Did he, though? Because I don't remember Dutch ever mentioning that. At any rate, take a left, take another left, then take a right and a right. Something like that. A reasonable facsimile thereof.
You see this here? Lost your wind, countryman?
Don't mock me. I don't appreciate it.
Mais bonjour.
Come on.
Figure it out.
Come on now. Get moving, will you? The hell's the matter with you?
I swear the driver's down here. They're going to be the death of me. Total random encounter in 3, 2, and 1.
Hey, do I know you?
Mr. I believe we've met.
We have?
At that ghastly party.
Oh, Evelyn Miller.
Unfortunately so, Mr.
Arthur Morgan, at least sometimes.
Can I say something rude?
Sure.
The mayor thinks you robbed him. To be clear, he wasn't very upset about it. He rather liked you.
Okay.
Do you, well, I mean to say, can you steal things?
Is there a reason you're asking me to incriminate myself, Mr. Miller?
Well, I'm sorry. Have you met? This is Rains Fall, a great chief, and his son, Eagle Flies.
Gentlemen? Yeah, we saw you in the wagon train crossing the river at Cumberland Falls. And at the party, you were upstairs.
You have great powers of observation.
Yes, my people, if we are even a people anymore. We've fought hard. We've made peace treaties. And those treaties were broken. And we've been moved and punished and moved.
I'm sure.
And now I am told we are to be moved again.
Clearly contravening the peace treaty signed 3 years ago.
This will lead to war.
No, my son, will not. We cannot fight another war. They have got stronger, and we have become far weaker, Mr. Morgan.
Well, it's a bad business.
It's to do with oil. I know it is, but I need the proof. I believe there were some prospectors who were on their land a few months ago who have filed reports with Leviticus Cornwall and the state government claiming huge reserves of oil under their land.
So, you want me to try and steal it?
Obviously they can't. And even more obviously, I would be useless. Listen, I realize that it is a ridiculous request, but we're very desperate.
Now, I'm not a do-gooder, Mr. Miller. Gentlemen, I'm very sorry for your predicament, but I'm a working man. I got problems of my own.
We will pay you very handsomely, Mr. Morgan.
How much?
I told you, they're all mercenaries.
There's a price on my head in 2 states, my friend. The government doesn't like me any more than it does you. Like you, I've been running for as long as I can remember. And like you, my time here is nigh on done.
We understand, and we will pay.
Thank you.
You meet my son in a couple of days near Citadel Rock, just west of the oil fields.
Okay.
We are very grateful for your help.
Gentlemen, that appointment with the senator. We should head over there.
It's a waste of our time. And his.
Oh. We must try everything. Come along.
Hello, Mr. Miller. The counselor wants to apologize. He can see you now.
We've been waiting I don't know how long.
Or next month, if you'd like to reschedule.
Come. Perhaps the senator won't mind waiting.
Well, we finally have a lead. In a couple days. Super helpful. My thoughts. One, it's always so random when the game decides to play the music and when it doesn't play the music, because I've got the music track turned off. But obviously there was some music in that cutscene. Secondly, what means of repayment do these Native Americans have? Are they going to repay me in bison hide, because I already took one of those back to camp? What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, it's a good thing we got there before they met with the senator, because, you know, otherwise we might have missed them entirely. Thank you, Rockstar, and your wonderful game design for always giving me a little logo on the minimap and then waiting until I get there for anything important to happen.
Hey, you! I recognize you! You're one of them fellas from the riverboat, ain't you? Hey, wait!
That doesn't sound good. Somebody says they recognize me from the riverboat. Who knows? Maybe they're setting on more cash reserves than I think of up there on that reservation. But I think if it was me, I would have asked for some sort of indication of how they plan to pay me for my services before I agreed to help. But that's me.
Hello there.
Hey, mister. That's one nice-looking horse you got there.
Woman.
How about we see how fast it is?
I've already
First
declined
one,
this
Captain
twice.
Jackson's.
Not now, thanks.
All right. Suit yourself.
I think I will roll with the 1899s for now. If for no other reason than they've got 8 bullets in the chamber, so that's 8 headshots, 16 enemies total that I could theoretically take down. Plus, if I needed a little bit of quicker firepower at close range or something, I'll have it. So obviously with the Schofield, you have to cock the hammer every single time, so it's not optimal if you need to get out a bunch of rounds quickly.
Who goes there? Arthur. You're alive. Good.
I think what we'll do for now is go ahead and advance time a couple days, and then for the next episode, we'll start that one out by riding out to meet Eagle Flies, that's his name, out by Citadel Rock. That way we'll be able to start off the next episode with an actual story mission and advance the plot instead of wandering around in circles wondering how to advance the plot. Definitely do want to say thanks for sticking around while I've still got you. I do appreciate it. But yeah, for now I'm going to meander on upstairs, advance time a couple days, and then save the game, and look forward to picking up the next episode on Thursday. I know I've skipped a few streams recently because of real life commitments. I don't think I'll have to do that again until the week of Christmas, assuming I'm remembering my calendar correctly, because we've been on a Sunday, Thursday schedule recently, so we should be able to keep that through the week of Christmas at least.
Hi, Arthur.
Something very big.
Maybe Dutch will say something entertaining before the end of the episode here.
We are going to rob the Lemoyne National Bank in Saint Denis. And we're going to take the money. Listen, all of you. We are going to take the money and go to paradise. Let the Pinkertons arrest some other fools. We are gonna sail to Tahiti. We're gonna buy some land, and we are gonna live properly in paradise, as we deserve, as God intended us to live. One last job, and we are gone. Thank you.
Hosea with the polite applause.
Now is not the time for doubts. I know we've had a rough couple of months. With this plan, we can be free. Finally. Free. Come on, all of you.
Mr. Morgan.
So, this is the one?
Yes. I am ready to leave this country behind. Aren't you?
I'm ready to shake those on our tail, that's for sure.
See, I'm not convinced Hosea believes anything he's saying. I feel like he's playing the role of yes man right there, trying to hype the crowd up. And nobody's falling for it. Pistol looked kind of funny. Just hanging out of that holster like that almost looked like the holster was too big for the pistol.
I could say the same.
I don't know what it is about this game, but the pistols always look kind of funny to me, hanging out of the holsters. The revolvers look good, but the pistols have never quite looked right in the gun holding equipment. Realistically, the gang probably needed a few days of laying low after killing Bronte in the last episode, so it feels natural, I suppose, to have a quiet couple days between that event and whatever's about to happen next. So next episode, we'll start out by, like I said, riding out to meet Eagle Flies at Citadel Rock, and then we will see where the story goes from there, because I'm having a hard time remembering what happens between then and attempting the bank robbery at the end of Chapter 4. But one day at a time, we at least managed to not die in this episode, which, as I always say, is mission number 1. Didn't advance the plot by a great deal, but we did get one little nugget there at the end that's going to push us forward. So thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful evening, and I will see you in the next episode.